once again, thank you for watching the Sewing Doctor. And this time I have a Singer 4423. Now, this machine, the customer was working on it, and she did told me that she played around with the needle bar, that she was trying to fix it because the machine was breaking a lot of thread, which is thread being bunching up on the bottom. So she tried to fix it, but she couldn't do it, even though she was following all the steps on YouTube. You know, sometimes it gets a little complicated. She lose the needle bar, so she couldn't figure exactly how to put it back together. So I'm gonna go into the machine, check it out completely, and I will show you exactly how you should set the timing on your needle bars. Once you do that, you'll be fine. So let me jump into it. Singer 4423. We'll get it done for her right away. Let's go. Here I have another one that came in today, the 4423. This one actually had a problem with the tension, and also the timing was off, and the customer tried to fix it, and she actually told me, she says, yes, Robin, I tried to fix it, but listen. Now I could see that the needle bar is actually, it's not going all the way down. You could see that the needle down is not penetrating 100%. But I'm gonna open it up and check it out and see what's going on. But you know, I mean, I make videos for you to try it, and there's nothing to lose. You know, she tried, she couldn't get it. She said she couldn't get it, but you know, that doesn't preventing her from possible have a fix. You know, maybe she would have used maybe a little more time or concentrate more, would have got it fixed. But you know, she couldn't get it fixed, and she said, Robin, the sewing doctor, here's the machine. I'm gonna bring it to you. I said, bring it. Let me get inside of it and check it out. Here I have the Singer 4423 that was making this big loud noise, and the needle bar was a little bit too much high. The needle bar was way too high, and it was hitting with the plate here. I'm gonna show you, but you know, when you're gonna adjust the needle height on the machine, like I always said, you gotta make sure the zigzag is the widest position available in any brand, in any model, any machine. You want to go to the widest part of it. And when the needle drops down and the hook start coming in, right at that spot there, this is your timing on the needle bar. That's it. If you adjust the point of the hook to be just 1 millimeter on top of the eye of the needle, you'll be perfectly fine. Forget about people say 1/8. What doesn't matter actually the measurement. It needs to be sitting right on top of the needle eye, just about 1 millimeter, 1/16, whatever you think it's fine. You could adjust it. Remember, if you set it up at that height and the machine skips stitches, just drop it down a little bit, bring it up a little bit. That's it. You don't have to go afraid. You don't have to be afraid of moving the needle bar. I will show you. It's pretty easy. You take it, move it up and down. That's it. But you know, this is where you want to be. You want to make sure that, forget about the right side. Right side doesn't mean anything. But when the machine is coming on the left side, the widest zigzag available on any model, you want the point of the hook just to be sitting just there. And once you do that, everything will be fine. Here is the Singer 4423 that the needle bar was too high and also was hitting on the top over here, and that's exactly why. I use a 2.0 millimeter wrench to lose my screw that holds the actual needle bar up and down. So what I do is I set it up by eye, you know, just like I said, 1 millimeter, 1/16, whatever you want on top of the needle eye. And if you try the machine, always leave the cover open. What you have to do if you're working and you see the machine skip stitches, loose it up, tap it up a little bit or tap it down a little bit and see if it gets better. That's exactly how it's gonna be done. Even myself, sometimes when I set it up and I see that the machine skips stitches on some fabrics, I lose my screw again and just either tap it from the top or tap it from the bottom if I need to go up, go down a little bit, and that's it. You shouldn't be worried about making any changes. If you drop it down too much and you're gonna look at it and you see that it's too much down, raise it up a little bit and that's it. You shouldn't have no problem. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I think it's fine. I think that the point of the eye of the hook is just past the eye of the needle. I'm gonna try it that way. If I see that it's still giving me a problem, I can always move it up and down a little bit. Nothing is gonna affect the machine stitching or anything. Make sure that you have a new needle first. Timing the machine always at the left side. You could see the machine does a zigzag to the right and a zigzag to the left, and that's it. You know, like I said, use a wrench. You can use these. You can use any Allen wrench, 2 millimeter. They all have the same screw. Loose it, either tap it or tap it up. This will get your machine up and running 100%. Here I have the needle plate. You know, this one you could see it's completely bent. Look at that, it's completely bent. So meaning that the customer had worked a lot on it. You know, you could actually straighten it out, kind of, you know, file it down a little bit, but that's a lot here. So I would suggest the customer to put it on original one right here that I have. This is an original needle plate for this Singer heavy duty, direct from Singer. Remember, I'm a Singer dealer, so I buy everything direct from Singer. Here's the Singer machine, fully finished now, completely finished. Everything working fine now. As you can see, I have not yet finished closing the cover, because if I see that the machine is giving me a couple of stitches, I might adjust it. So now that I know for sure there's no skipping, even though I weigh the widest zigzag stitch with 6 millimeters, then I'm gonna tighten my needle bar strong, put the cover back, and everything is fine. Okay, I have completed the machine now. Everything is working perfectly fine. The customer will be extremely happy because the machine now sounds perfect. Quiet. One thing that I wanted to show you, I did recommend the customer to actually change the needle plate, and I suggested, and I think it's a good idea because I show you how bent it was, and that's not good. That's not gonna work. So the machine is now at 100%. You saw the stitches, everything works great, everything is working fine. Nice quiet noise on the machine while it's running, so everything is good. So in that, bye-bye.